Hi guys, I'm Steph. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my makeup goals. So that means like low buy, no buy type stuff, project panning, where I want to kind of see my collection going, that type of thing. So 2019 is definitely the year of the no buy, and I contemplated from the summer doing a no buy for 2019, and I thought about it and I made rules and everything, and I just decided that I was not going to do a low buy. And my reasoning for this is I think low buys are amazing and great, and they can really teach you a lot when your spending habits might be out of control, whether that be you want to minimize your collection due to size, or you want to rein in your spending habits because of financial reasons, or if you just want to change something about you or want to challenge. I don't know, whatever your reasoning is for doing a low buy or a no buy. But for me, the reason would have been is that I don't want to say minimize my collection, but I definitely want to work on the products I have. In the next few years, couple years ahead, I'm already looking. I'm hoping that I'm going to have a big move. So I don't want to be taking a bunch of stuff with me when I have this move, and I don't want to have to declutter a lot or throw out things that I spent my money on. So I kind of want to work with the collection I have and really focus on using things, and I enjoy having a lot of choice and all of that. So that's kind of my reason why I wanted to go on one. And then, so I kind of thought about it in September or the summer really, and since that point, and I kind of thought about it, I didn't actually end up buying much. I feel like I didn't have to really go through the no buy to kind of learn to curb my spending habits, and I still go into like Shoppers, local drugstore, and look around and I see things, but I don't really feel the need to purchase, though I did kind of purchase something the other day, but that's for another video. But basically, even when I did the Sephora VIB sale in like November, I really thought about my purchases. They were either something I'd been wanting for a long time or something that would fill a hole in my collection. So I really think that I'm already at a good mindset where I don't have to put myself through the restrictions of a no buy and all that, because I already really do think about what I'm purchasing and bringing into my collection. And besides the purchase I made like 2 days ago, I haven't bought anything else in January. So as of now, I don't see myself needing to go on a low buy or a no buy, because I have a very clear vision of what I want my collection to look like, that I don't feel I need to put those restrictions in place to kind of remind myself that that is what I want. So for me, I guess I'm kind of just changing my attitude and mindset overall versus actually doing a like proper low buy, no buy. But like that's just life, not just a year-long challenge type thing. So I hope you get what I mean. I think the whole purpose of low buy, no buy is to kind of change your habits so that going forward you have those habits, kind of like a diet, like you have those healthy eating habits and they carry forward. It's not just a short-term thing and then you go back to how you were doing. That's kind of how I see it. So if I'm already at that point where I have those habits from understanding, I don't really see the point of going through a low buy or a no buy. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, I kind of want to like focus on my collection, definitely move some things out, not have as big a collection. So that is where project panning comes into place. And I definitely have some goals for this year. I wrote these down in like September, October maybe. I was like so excited to start my new project pans for 2019. I was like super eager, and it's kind of funny because I have not posted my project pan. So my camera just died, but I'm pretty sure I was in the middle of saying work is super busy, so that's why I haven't been uploading so much lately. But funnily enough, one of my goals for 2019 was to post 2 times a week. That clearly is not happening. Right now, my work is kind of in the busy season, so going forward, I'm going to have a goal of posting once a week during busy season, and then I go back to school after my co-op. So once that kind of slows down, I'm hoping to aim for 2 videos a week, so that's kind of just like another little goal thrown in there. But I think I was talking about my project panning. I'm sorry, it cuts off. You have to charge it, and then you kind of just like lose where you are. So I wrote these lists in like the early fall. So these are my project pan plans. So I just have a list here I'm going to go through with you. It's a mixture of finishing up products and hitting pan on them. And I think I'm going to do maybe like a 6-month update just to let you guys know where I am with these goals. If you want an update sooner, let me know down below in the comments. But here are the goals. So my makeup using goals for 2019 are I want to finish 3 primers. Last year I was able to finish 2 really close to hitting the 3rd, so I think it shouldn't be a problem to hit 3. For foundations, I want to finish at least 5 of them. I kind of do have products in mind for these categories, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to be what I plan on doing. So for the primers, my first goal is to finish up this NYX Angel Veil, which I was so close to finishing at the end of last year. And then my next oldest primer is the Benefit Professional, so I think I'll be working on that next. And then I also have this Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Priming Spray. And this isn't something I tend to reach for, and I feel like I could use in conjunction with like a more traditional primer. So I would really like to see myself get some use out of this and finish this up. So those are kind of like the 3 I have in mind at the moment. So my next goal is foundation, and I have 5 listed, but I kind of have 6 in mind. And these are kind of the oldest foundations in my collection. That's kind of like a theme. I try to go from the oldest first because I don't want things to go off. So I have the Urban Decay Naked Skin that I'm kind of thinking about. I was kind of super focused on the No. 7 Stay Perfect foundation, and I thought about putting this in a project, but then I looked at it. There's actually not that much left, so I'm not sure if I'll put it in a project or I'll get it up like with organic use, but I tend not to reach for it because I love it, and now I know it's low, so maybe I will have to put it in a project. I have 2 Rimmel Lasting Finish. I usually mix these together, but not at a like 1:1 ratio. It's more like 1:3, maybe 1:2. So depending on how fair I am. So I would like to see both of these used up. This one is definitely going to go first. So I'm going to have to figure out what else I can mix this one in with. And I really want to use that my Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. I really like it, but I'm nervous about it drying out. So I really want to get the use out of that. And then I also have the EX1 Inviswear Liquid Foundation. I do have a little bit of progress. I usually prefer to use this more for filming, but I did find a way that I liked wearing it like out. So yeah, definitely something I want to continue to work on. It's already like separating. It was like separating as soon as I brought it back to Canada from London. So what you gonna do? And last year I finished 3 foundations, and that wasn't even with like focusing on them all the time. So I think that is definitely going to be doable. Then for concealers, I want to finish up 3. The ones I kind of have earmarked right now, but it may change, is the No. 7. This is just a stick concealer. And then kind of like more of an under eye setting concealer, I have the Collection Lasting Perfection one. And I also have a color corrector I would like to move out, and this is the MUA Pro Base Prime Conceal, this color correcting cream, and this is like in the peachy shade, so like kind of for under your eyes. And last year I finished up 3 traditional concealers, so I don't think that's going to be a problem, though I've never finished a color corrector before, but I don't see why that would go so much slower than a regular concealer I use under my eyes. So for powder, I'm kind of thinking these ones might actually change, so I'm just going to show you what I'm pretty confident is going to get done. So I want to finish 1 loose powder, and I'm thinking the Natural Collection powder. It is more of like a pinkish powder, so it doesn't look great under the eyes, kind of thing I have to use all over my face. But I would like to move out 1 loose powder this year, and this is kind of like one of my smaller ones, so thought it would be easier. And I want to hit pan in 4 of my pressed powders. I'm not entirely sure which ones right now because I was super focused on my Rimmel Stay Matte, which I didn't finish. So we'll see what happens with that one this year. But I have a lot of them that are either never been used or just like very minimally used. So I'm pretty much starting from the beginning for all of them. So I just want to kind of rotate through and hit pan in as many as possible. And I think 4 seems like a reasonable goal. But if I could hit more, that'd be great. These are kind of just like minimums, but like it's always better to achieve more. So for bronzer last year, I finished 2, though one was a cream product, so I was kind of like layering that with a powder as well. And I additionally hit pan in another bronzer. So my goal this year is just to hit pan in 4 bronzers. I'm kind of thinking to focus on my minis, so hopefully that will happen. I'm not sure how that's going to go. That might be a bit ambitious. Maybe 3 is more realistic. I don't really know. I guess it depends how hardly pressed these ones are. These are formulas. My minis are formulas I've never worked with before, so we'll see how it goes. I have the Benefit. I'll just show you. So these are the ones I'm thinking about, but again, it might change. This is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. And then I also have 3 Too Faced mini bronzers. I've got the Milk Chocolate Soleil, Sun Bunny, and Chocolate Soleil. So it would be great, but I know these ones are like really firmly pressed, so maybe hitting pan in all 3 of them is a bit ambitious, even though they are smaller pans. So for blush, I do have a few cream blush products, mostly in this Annabelle blush stick formula. So my goal is to finish at least one of these. I have 4 of them. If I could finish more than one, that'd be nice. I just want to finish at least one this year. And then my goal is to hit pan on 2 other blushes. And I'm not 100% sure what those 2 other blushes are going to be. I hope 2 doesn't seem too crazy. This is just to hit pan on them, not to finish them, because I worked last year on a blush the whole year and I never finished it. So I thought just getting more use out of things, so at least focusing on 2, it's more than I was focusing on last year, so I would love to hit pan in 2 blushes. For highlighter, again, I have a few cream and liquid highlighters. I have a few sticks for like cream ones. Oh, I do have a pan of a cream one as well. And I also have like the ColourFX, like those custom enhancing drops, I think they're called. So I have a few liquid ones, though I want to finish up one of them. So I'm kind of focusing right now on this cream one. And this is from Collection. It's just their Speedy Highlighter. And I also want to hit pan in, my goal is to hit pan in 2 highlighters this year. I kind of think I underplayed that one because I feel like I should be able to hit pan in more than 2. But that's what I wrote down for my goal, so yeah, I'm sure that is going to be exceeded, so that would be great to see. I think, I'm not sure I'm going to focus on for the pressed highlighter, so it'll be interesting to see what I pick. And then for setting sprays, last year I only finished 1, so this year to challenge myself, I said my goal was to finish 2. Again, I'm kind of just like moving around between my setting sprays right now. There's not one I've really honed in on focusing. I didn't write one down that I wanted to finish, so we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking I'll probably going to aim for one that already has a lot of use in it, but you'll see when I actually put up my project pans what products I'm going to be working on at the moment. So for eyeliner, I think I might have been a little bit ambitious when I wrote this list because I said I wanted to finish 3. I wanted to finish 1 liquid eyeliner, which I have never used a liquid eyeliner before, but I figured that is more so going to dry out. I don't really use liquid eyeliner, and I have 2, so I would really like to get more use out of it. I think when I do use it, it looks really pretty and like dramatic, but maybe not an everyday thing, maybe more a filming thing. I don't really know, but I have them, I want to use them, so I want to finish off 1. And then for just like traditional eyeliners, pencil eyeliners, I said I wanted to finish 2, and last year I was working on 3 and I only finished 1, so 2 might be like a bit much, but I want to finish like a darker one and a nude one. So hopefully that happens. That would be amazing to actually be moving eyeliners out of my collection, because even if they don't take up a lot of space, it's definitely somewhere where I kind of like went a bit overboard, especially in ones that like, it's understandable when it's like different colors to have like maybe like 1 from each color, but I have like a bunch of black ones, a bunch of nude ones, so I would really like to see those numbers go down more so. For fragrance, I'm kind of deviating from what I wrote on this list in September, and my new goal is to finish all my samples. I do have a perfume sample project going on, which like I really need to do an update for, but I have been diligently working on them. So my goal is to finish up all my sample perfumes this year, and then additionally I would like to finish up a mini. The one I'm thinking of, one second. That took longer to find than I thought. It is this little bitty Prada one. I'm not even sure what the fragrance is. It just says Prada on it. But it is like a dropper, not like a spray. So I feel like it's like more of a struggle to work with. I don't reach for it as much. So I would like to finish up this as well as all my samples. So I only finished up 2 like regular size fragrances last year and quite a few samples. So hopefully that goal is obtainable. If I could finish off more fragrance, that would be great. Next is lips, and I have pretty big lip collection. I worked on a lip challenge last year where I was trying to use every single one. Anyways, got a lot. So I want to use at least 1 from each category. So that means 1 lip liner, 1 lip gloss, 1 lipstick, 1 liquid lip, and I have like a lip primer, a lip plumper. So I want to get use out of like all those other random ones as well, like 1 lip balm. So pretty much just 1 from every single category I would like to finish. So we'll see how that goes. I've never finished a liquid lipstick before or even a lip liner, so definitely going to be working hard on those. I have a few like preliminary picked out, so when I do those project pan intro videos, you'll know which ones I'm working on. And lastly, eyeshadow. So I don't have any cream eyeshadows, but I do have some liquid eyeshadows. So I would like to try to finish off 1 liquid shadow, and I already know which one it's going to be. I would like to finish off this one from ColourPop. This is one of their Supernova shadows in Running in Orbits. So this is the, oh, I hope it's not too far. There you go. This is the cream shadow or liquid shadow I would like to finish. And then in terms of pressed shadows and what I want to hit pan in, last year I only hit pan in 2 eyeshadows. So when I think about this year, I'm not sure what is really realistic. Eyeshadow is like one of the first things I skip. I want to be better about using it. So I think my goal this year is going to be hit pan in 6 eyeshadows. That might seem a little low, especially to people who do pan that palette actually like finish whole palettes, but shadows are definitely something that is newer to me and harder to work through or even hit pan on, let alone work through. So I think hitting 6 seems like a reasonable goal. That would be like 1 every 2 months. And one last goal to share with you. Like I said, this is all about trying to work through my collection, have less in case I have like a big move in a few years, hopefully, that I will have less things to actually take with me and I won't have to be throwing out and decluttering things. So for this year, I looked at my empties. I tallied all the empties I finished in 2018 and I finished 182 products. And an empty to me that counts as a used item is anything that comes with its own packaging. So even a sample counts as 1. A sheet mask that you only use once counts as 1. A huge container of a face mask also only counts as 1. So samples and travel sizes and deluxe sizes and full sizes and extra full sizes are all counted as 1. So last year I finished 182 products, and this year, because samples do count as their own product, and I'm looking over there because I got like quite a few samples. I've got like lots of perfume samples, skincare, hair care, and I would love to see myself work through those as well as like some bigger items in my collection. So like I said, each item counts for 1. So this year my goal is going to be to have in my empties 400 items. And I think I can do it. I hope that it doesn't make me focus so much on the samples that I don't work on some of the bigger items as well. That would be really frustrating, but it's also nice that to get all those like little things out of your collection as well. So either way, I would like to use up 400 items. And this isn't just makeup. I feel like I need to make that very clear. This is like hair care, skincare, body care, makeup, and then some home goods like hand soap and like candles and things to kind of just have like more of a backstock on that I don't necessarily rotate as much as I should, or I have more in my collection than I need, or I bring in more than I put out, those types of things. So yeah, kind of like anything beauty plus candles. I don't know why candles always end up in these things. I kind of thought it was weird when I first started watching videos. I don't have an extreme amount of candles, but like, I don't know, they just, everyone else seems to include them, so I was like, I'll include them too. Okay, that's kind of like a random thing to end on, but I would love to know what are your makeup goals for this year for your collection. If there's any like techniques you want to try, because I know that was like a big thing last year when people talked about their makeup goals, just like things they want to work on. So I guess for me, like kind of like a winged eyeliner, because I want to work on my liquid eyeliner, and the reason why I don't go for it is because of that. And then another thing I really want to do is like learn how to apply false lashes. I've tried like once or twice, and I think it's because I naturally have pretty good lashes that I don't feel the need for it, but like I do love them. I love like a full set of lashes. So pretty. Okay, so maybe that's like my second thing to work on, and yeah, in terms of technique, and then just like getting better about like actually applying eyeshadow, because I don't think my application is like bad, I just don't do it. Well, you can let me know if you think it's bad. Okay, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye.